So what's going on, guys? Box here and welcome back to a brand new Ride 4 video, and today in follow up to our recent video on 5 things I hate about Ride 4, it is 5 things I love about Ride 4, and there's quite a lot to talk about here. Ride 4 on the whole is a good game, I think, but there are a few flaws which we went through last time, so make sure you check out that video before we check out this one. There'll be a link down below in the description, but for now let's get on for the first point in no particular order. Then we're starting with the graphics, and the graphics on Ride 4 look beautiful. The step up from Ride 3 is insane. You can tell they learnt a lot from the MotoGP 20 game, and obviously this game is sort of the end of the generation, so they've been able to learn everything from the PS4 and Xbox One, and really build on things such as the lighting, the shadows, the reflections off of the bikes. The actual bike model details are a huge step up. If you look at some of the comparison gameplay on YouTube between Ride 3 and Ride 4, the lighting is a huge step up, as well as the models, but also track textures, background textures, that sort of thing. They look insane. The tracks have all been sort of built from the ground up, remodeled as well, so that is good to see. And then also the weather effects in the rain as well, the reflections off of the track, the rain spitting and all the spray. It is so realistic, and it's an amazing step up over Ride 3, so that is the first thing that I love about Ride 4. So then I guess this brings us nicely onto the second point, which is the onboard replay camera. Now you guys know I've been uploading lots of videos of the onboard replay camera footage of some races I've been doing. I'm going to keep doing those as well because they are absolutely lovely to watch. It's such a realistic camera angle. I don't know, it's such a nice inclusion. It's a shame you can't actually ride with that camera. I don't know if they'll be able to implement that into some of their future bike games, or the Milestone can do that. That'd be interesting to see, but yeah, it's just a really nice thing to go back and look back over your race from the point of view of an actual rider, and the way it leans and turns over and you're almost hanging off of the bike. I think it is the closest thing we've seen to that sort of VR feel, I guess. So I'll keep bringing those videos as well. Make sure you check them out on the channel. They're really good fun to watch, and the sounds, you can tell that the sounds they've been sort of reflected realistically in the way that when you're tuck out from the bike, it sounds completely different to when you're tuck in behind the windscreen. So that is cool. To get on to the next point then, this is point number 3. It is the endurance mode. So this is quite a big addition to the game. They sort of touched on endurance in Ride 3 with some of the longer events, but this is a dedicated endurance mode, and it's brand new in Milestone's game. So in Ride 4 then you have to manage the fuel in the endurance mode. You don't do this in normal mode, but in the endurance mode you have to manage the fuel, and to do that you use the power mode. So there's 3 power modes. There's power, which is sort of 1, 2 and 3. So 1's most powerful, uses most fuel, and number 1 is least power and uses least fuel, and then you've got an in-between mapping, which you can probably keep it at if you wanted, but it's good for when you got to try and get those overtakes in, but then you have to put the fuel mode down to save the fuel. You also have tyre wear. And for the first time in a ride game, you can make a pit stop, obviously, to change those tyres. If you're going for an endurance race, you need to change tyres and refuel. You can do all of that through your pit stop. I guess the only thing that sort of lets the game down is the lack of asymmetric tyre wear, which they had in MotoGP. So it would have been nice to see that in Ride 4. So also in the endurance mode, you get the day to night transition. So it's good to see how the graphics engine handles that. And it is really nice to see you can actually put the time progression on time 60, and you end up doing like just progressing in a lap by about an hour and a half, depending on how long the lap is, and you can really see how the graphics engine replicates the day to night transition. You've also got weather transition as well, so it can suddenly go from dry conditions into pouring rain, so you obviously have to pit, get the tyres on. That is a cool thing to see as well. And then also with the endurance mode, they've got dedicated endurance bikes. So there's quite a few of these super bikes, race modified ones into endurance modified ones. Obviously you have the headlights and slightly different setup to make the tyres last. So getting on to point number 4 then, this is probably a small point, but it's just a nice inclusion to have, and this is the free DLC, which is planned to release over the course of the life cycle of the game. So this is 14 free DLCs to keep everyone interested. So they add a bunch of events, but the main thing is they will add 12 bikes in total once they're all released. 12 brand new bikes and 2 tracks as well, so that's good to see. Along with the free DLC, there is the premium DLC. A few of those are out already, but not worth getting, but maybe the other 13 are. So 15 premium DLC in total, which will add 65 bikes to the game. So that is a lot of bikes, and then also 2 additional tracks, and you get a whole bunch of events as well. But yeah, that'll be interesting to see what bikes they add. I'm hoping they add the new BMW M1000RR, I think it's called. The BMW bikes moving into that M series for the first time. So then finally, but last but not least, it is the career mode. The career mode is a really nice refinement over Ride 3. Ride 3 was good, but Ride 4 just refines that a little bit more. It is so dynamic in the way that you can choose the way you progress, and I like that compared to something like MotoGP, which is very linear and you just you do your seasons and then progress through the teams. Whereas this, you can go through the career mode in whatever way you want. So you got the varied sort of mode, so you got your races, your time attacks, and your test tracks. So that's cool. And then you've also got a varied bikes and classes, so you're going to be exposed to all the different bikes, all the different classes in Ride 4, so that is cool as well. And then you progress from the regional leagues up into the world leagues, and then into the world superbike or world endurance league. So the middle part, the world league, is your main core career mode, and you just get through the regional leagues to progress up there. So you can either do something which I did, which is just get through your regional league. So I did the European League and then crack on with the world league, or you can go through each regional league and then do the world league, depending on how you want to do it. That'll be a good way to get loads of money ready for the world league, but I want to get straight into the main events. So yeah, you can choose how you progress in the career mode. So then one bonus, a special extra mention, I guess, which is something that I do like about Ride 4, and this is the free upgrade to next gen. So I've got it on PC. I haven't got it on PS4, but I do have a PS4 and I've got a PS5 on pre-order. But the PS5 and the Xbox One, the Xbox Series X, got confused there. The Xbox Series X, so the next gen consoles, you get a free upgrade if you bought it on PS4 or Xbox One. So that is nice to see. You get that free little upgrade. On Xbox, I think you can get the upgrade anywhere, at any time through their sort of upgrade scheme. But with the PS4, you have until April 31st in 2021 to get the free upgrade to PS5, or else you have to buy the next gen version. So when you get that version, make sure if you got a PS5 at that point, make sure you will do the upgrade to PS5 to get the free copy for PS5, because there is a time limit on the PS5 version, unfortunately. Maybe they'll lift it, I don't know, but yeah, I'm going to make sure if I do get that I get the free upgrade as well. So there you have it. That has been it for this video. 5 things and a bonus thing that I love about Ride 4. Let me know what you thought down below. Do you agree with what I say? Is there anything I've missed off which you think should be added to the list? Let me know down below. But for now, as always, have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one.